in search of a perfect lawn. Maybe not so perfect. I have sprayed this sucker. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't care. I'm doing this for me. I have Poatriv everywhere. Trivialis, okay? It's a annual bluegrass, I guess, or an annual grass that just is taking over, and it's everywhere. I've showed it several times, but it's this lighter, this spotty stuff that you kind of see everywhere pretty visibly, like right there and there and there. See where it's kind of lime green? So I've got Poa annua and Poa trivialis. It's been 9 days since I sprayed it. I'm gonna spray it again right now. So I'm gonna spike this with some ammonium sulfate to try to get some of the, if there's anything that is alive in there, I want to try to get it to grow. So I've got hot water, ammonium sulfate. I'm gonna pour a little bit of this in here. Not a lot, a couple pounds maybe. So just a little bit, not a lot. I'm gonna use the hot water with this paint mixer, mix this up and dissolve it. Got my ammonium sulfate mixture. This, like I said, it's not a lot. I'm just gonna put it in my tank. And I see just a little bit of undissolved material in the bottom, which is fine, and then a bunch of dirt in there. I don't know if that's iron or what, but that's weird. Now that I've got that in the tank, I can switch this to cold. I don't want cold. I don't want hot. The next thing you do is, this is 41% glyphosate or glyphosate. The instructions say to do 2.3 ounces per gallon, but that's only to cover 300 feet. So to do 1,000 feet, you need like 8.3 or 8.5 ounces per gallon. So at 8,000 feet, I need about 65, 70 ounces of this stuff for 8,000 feet. You got to get yourself one of these from Amazon or your local ag store or whatever. These are awesome. So you can measure out your stuff, and I need about 70 ounces. Hopefully this is enough. If it's not, I have another bottle. So that's 64 right there. So that's about 72 ounces or so. That goes in the tank. I like to rinse out my container like this and get all the chemical in there. And the last thing you gotta have is the non-ionic surfactant. The fertilizer is totally optional, but you gotta have this surfactant. This breaks the surface tension of the water so it doesn't beat up, so you get a more even spread. And I think this is about 3 ounces per gallon. I'm just gonna put a couple of that much in there. And this stuff doesn't really matter. This is just basically like Dawn dish soap. This stuff's awesome. You gotta have this stuff. Get my battery in here. Right here, hook up my battery. Hook up my boom, which is right here. Turn this on so I can tank mix like that. So that should be recirculating, which it is. Shooting for 1 gallon per 1,000 feet, and I know that this sprayer puts out about 1 gallon per 1,000 because I've done this several times with the sprayer, and it's awesome. I love the sprayer. If you haven't seen my video on how I made it, I've got videos on how I did that. A lot of people ask me, oh, how'd you make that? And I got a parts list, which is really old, but everybody always asks for that. And this sprayer is truly amazing. I love it. So with the surfactant, it bubbles up when you spray it. So sometimes it's easier to put it in like this so it doesn't bubble as much. So you're not putting air in there. So the spray nozzle just throws air in there. So that's about 11 gallons or so. I'm gonna try to spread this evenly throughout my 8,000 square feet. When you're spraying, you just wanna make sure you're not touching anything. Look at these dahlias here, okay? So these are dahlias that we planted. And then there's a loud truck over there, but these froze on June 12th. So they're looking really sick, and it's too bad. Most people are getting blooms right now, and mine are like a month and a half behind because the frost got them. So don't spray anything you don't want to kill. So use a piece of cardboard or something to block it. As you can see right here, I'm not killing this section because it's gonna be too hard to get to grow, and so I'm just kind of killing from here to there. So I'm kind of steering clear of my beds, and I don't want to kill the edge of the lawn as well. Like I said, you just want to be really careful that you're not going around you're not killing what you don't want to kill. So I'm kind of steering clear of this bed. I'm doing this perimeter pass first, just around these flowers, so I don't lose anything in my beds there. And then I'll come and do the field. So this will be the third application I put down. The first application I only did 2 ounces per 1,000, which isn't enough. So then the second application I did the full rate of 8, and this will be the third application, the second full application. So you can see this is still green right there. It definitely is working, but I just want to make sure I kill all of the Poa annua and Poa trivialis. So it is empty, and I covered it really one. It's crazy, I tell you, this stuff's crazy. So now you just want to rinse and triple rinse, sprayer set up with water, get all of that chemical out of there. You're gonna need to do several applications. I plan to do about 5 applications. Say, oh, that's too much. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, probably. But guess what? I want it all dead. So, I'm gonna do 5 applications. Last thing I'm gonna do is spread some of this ammonium sulfate. I want about a half a pound of nitrogen per 1,000, so that's about a half bag, maybe 8 or 10 pounds or something like that. The reason I'm putting nitrogen down, I want anything that's possibly alive to start growing, because I want to kill it. Any weed seeds or anything that's germinated, I want it to die. So this is like July 2nd, I think, July 2nd. So this is pretty crazy, but my climate's so short. My growing season's so short that I got to start early. So as I'm going, I'm just kind of spreading it into the bed. Want my dahlias to have some fertilizer. I'm just kind of giving all the plants for free fertilizer. I've also been watering this quite a bit so I can get anything to grow. Baskets and flowers are on point this year. I'm telling you, annuals are the best. If you want color, get your butt down to Home Depot and buy some annuals. So this is July 1st, so in most places it's too hot to be putting down fertilizer unless you're like a Morganite. I'm gonna put down fertilizer over all the lawn. Maybe not right now, but I've got work to do today. Today's Saturday. Gee, we're doing fireworks tonight. So look at this section over here. It's awesome, looks great. Could use some fertilizer for sure. Kind of looks like it's checking out a little bit because of the heat. So this section over here, I can clearly tell where the Everest is. It starts right here where about that fence ends. It goes there. This is mainly all Everest. This is my favorite section. So you can kind of see the line from right here over and then right here. This is my original lawn that I grew in 2014. And I had that one as well, but look at the difference here. So green, and then across the way, brown. It sucks, I hate to do it, but when you're on the quest for a better lawn or a perfect lawn or whatever, I'm shooting for the ultimate here, folks. Most people would come by and be like, oh yeah, it was fine, I didn't even notice all that. And they say, oh, I don't even see all the triv, but I see it, and that's what matters to me, and I don't want it there. So the last thing I'm gonna do is just turn the sprinklers on to water in that fertilizer and to kind of let that gly settle a little bit. But I want to wait for the leaf tissue to dry so that material can get absorbed into the plant. And I don't know, it's hard for me to see what's green and what's not green, but I don't know. That's why I blanket spray. That's gonna do it for this video. I thank you guys for watching as usual. Subscribe to my channel and share the videos or whatever. And I will see you guys in the next video.